To get you guys all involved on this, we got a question for you. We'll throw it out there. Fieldwork Brewing Company, San Leandro, great crowd that is assembled. If we take away, and we're going to go through a list here, so you can show your support with noise. Outside of Steph Curry, who is the most important Warrior this year?
Wiggins.
To have a great season. Hold on. We're going to go through the names with a round of applause. You can let us know what you think.
Pajemski. Rodney Magruder.
Outside of Steph Curry, who's the most important Warrior this year to have a great season? Is it Klay Thompson?
Wow. I'm actually shocked by that response.
Is it Draymond Green?
No.
Is it Andrew Wiggins?
Smart audience. Very intelligent audience.
High IQ.
Is it Chris Paul? One last one. Is it Jonathan Kuminga?
Role player. Come on.
Fillmore Mike got the Holy Spirit. Did you see that?
That's supposed to be one good chicken wing back there.
That's how you speak without talking, Filmo. That's how you do it.
Yeah.
All right.
Wow. Wiggins or
Wiggins and Kuminga were the two top answers on the board. Joe, what do you think? You said Andrew Wiggins.
It's Andrew Wiggins. Okay, I was watching the game on Saturday night. I know, it's preseason. And Mark Jones was slurping the Kings. I get it. He works for the Kings. They won 4 more games. It was a disaster season for the Warriors. One of the best players punched out one of the best young players. They started 0 for 1,000 on the road. Klay was very erratic at best. Steph missed 1 million games because of injury.
Yep.
And they never had a consistent lineup. They didn't trust anyone. They had dead weight with Wiseman hanging over their head at the beginning of the season. They traded for a guy who was hurt in GP2, and they still won 4 less games than the Kings. If just a couple things go right, and Andrew Wiggins plays 65 games
instead of 41, right?
This is a team that's going to be looking at 50 wins at minimum, in my estimation.
Bonta, what do you think?
I mean, to me, that's why the whole Chris Paul starting, Draymond, Klay, the X factor is Andrew Wiggins, which I guess makes him important because he became the second most important Warrior during the championship season. The rebounding, defending guys like Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown. Think about what Boston's paying Jaylen Brown. And then you go look at Wiggins' contract. There's not much of a drop off there. Jaylen Brown has to do a little more offensively, but Wiggins can do that. He's proven that he can score 20 plus in this league, so there's no doubt. To me, if he's healthy, he alleviates so much on the defensive end, guarding opposing point guards,
That's the thing.
2 guards. He gives you so much versatility and a guy who can slow down LeBron James at a time. So Andrew Wiggins is my X factor. I think he's the second most important player. It's not even close.
Hey, Bonta, you've talked about this a lot. We hyper-focus on Anthony Davis and Jokic. There's many more. Paul Georges, Bookers, Luka Doncic's. Those are the guys Wiggins is going to have to guard with 5 minutes to go, right?
What do you think?
Absolutely.
I think it's Jonathan Kuminga because Andrew Wiggins is a known commodity, and last year was a weird thing with the off-the-court issue, and he missed 41 games, but if you look at his career with the Warriors, he plays about 82, he plays 30-plus a night, and even though I give him a hard time for the K-Wig, and he goes, 5 of 12, 14 points and 4 rebounds, he's a known commodity. If Jonathan Kuminga can be the guy in that third-year jump, if he can be 15 and 8 and play 26 minutes a night and be an electrifying, impactful force off the bench, to me, he's the guy who elevates you from you're good to watch out for this team.
I tell you where I think you really have a point, too. Like, when we look at Andrew Wiggins, it's not to disagree that they're both obviously incredibly important. It's why they were the 2 top answers on the board. But in NBA history, when you sit there and hope for Andrew Wiggins to be forceful every night, you walk away frustrated. That has been his history in the league. We have seen basically 1-2 month stretch where it looked like he brought it every single time they laced him up.
He was an all-star that year.
I know, he was awesome.
And then had a rough second half. So if he can be that, then I'm totally with you. But Kuminga who obviously has got a lot to prove this year, feels to me like someone who is ready to absolutely go max effort every single time on the floor. That's why I think that there's definitely a point in his favor. Goo, what do you think?
Again, I'm a Kuminga fan, but I'm blown away. It's Andrew Wiggins. This is a former #1 pick in the NBA draft. Since he's been here, he's arguably been your second best player. He can guard the other team's best player. He can put it on the floor, shoot 40% or close to 40% from three. So last year was an anomaly. He had some drama. So if he's on point, I mean, he has to be on his A game, and there's no telling what heights this team could get to. But for Kuminga, he's got to kind of still prove it, and it's not a bad thing. But Andrew Wiggins, hey, Mark, I thought you threw shade at him. He was an all-star. I don't care about the second half.
Because
he was balling.
Because of the TikTok guy. Right? Overseas, the TikTok guy.
Where's the voted in? Where's the lie?
Hey, you better leave Bam Bam alone.
My whole point was making the All-Star team superseded the slow second half, but they don't beat Boston without Andrew
100%.
Wiggins, who we all forgot
without Andrew Wiggins.
No doubt, man.
Have Dallas.
No doubt. Wiggins is
Who argued that? But argue this.
Okay.
Does Steph Curry, Draymond Green, and Klay Thompson all go to press conferences when Andrew has a good game and go, that's the guy we're hoping to see every night? True or false? True or false?
Yeah, but Anthony Davis has the same question.
Like all of us do, I want Andrew to be Andrew every single night.
But isn't this a lot of pressure on a 21-year-old and Jonathan Kuminga to say, hey, we need you to take a leap and play at a championship level when he's never done it?
But
He's
just be the
watched the
seventh
last
man.
few
We're not
seasons.
expecting
That's what we
him to
did
go
last year with the
24 and
kids.
13.
We put so much pressure on Wiggins, Wiseman, and Moody, and Kuminga, and just threw him out there and say, hey, go save the day. And then all of a sudden it was like, wait, they can't do it because they don't have the experience yet. That's just a lot of pressure for Kuminga.
I don't think he has to save the day.
Yeah, no one's asking that.
He just has to be your seventh man and a guy who you can look at in May and say, you know what? I want to play you. I want to play you. Thanks, Joe. Last year in the playoffs, they could not play him. He became unplayable.
You can make the argument Sarge may be more important when it's all said and done
we didn't mention
than
him.
Jonathan Kuminga because of his size.
I don't hate that.
Sarge take.
I love my European bigs.
How about Dario Saric?
Hey, Mark, that's Steiny's guy.
They know basketball.
Steiny, what do you got?
They know
what do you
who.
got?
Well, first of all, and I have to do this frequently, as many of you know, the anomaly was the year Wiggins had.
Thank you.
That's the anomaly. His career has been one of underachieving. Can he get that 1 year back or whatever it was? Then they got a ball game. Absolutely.
Wasn't he good in the play-in year?
Maybe.
I thought he was
But
very good.
it's a play-in.
I'm saying the entire year.
Yeah, you know what? He was a good player on a what, ninth seed?
Well, I mean, they were technically the 7th seed and they lost 2 games in a row.
I think everybody can be right with their answer because I think they need multiple players to have great years.